Hello there and welcome back to Sew Aldo DIY. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this crop jacket. So if you want to see how, then keep on watching. I will be using my basic bodice blocks for this. I'm just going to slightly modify it. So first thing, I'm going to trace it on the fabric. It's placed on fold and this is going to be the back piece. And as you can see, I extended it by about 2 inches. And I straighten the side seam as you can see here, so it's not slanted anymore. I'm cutting the front bodice. As you can see, I place it about 2 inches away from the edge. That's going to be for the plackets. I also extend it by 2 inches, then I straighten the side seam. Now it's time to cut out the basic sleeves. If you want long sleeves, you are just going to extend the length of the pattern. Now it's time to create the neck facing. I traced the shoulders and the neckline and I want it about 2 inches in width, and then I'm just going to cut it. So I will need 2 of these. Then I will cut it along the fold. Do the same thing for the back piece. I traced the shoulder and the neckline and it's the same width, 2 inches. These are the details. I have 8 pieces altogether. I will transfer the darts on the front bodices. If you want a more boxy jacket or top, you don't have to add the darts. I also overlock all the edges so it is nice and clean. I join it at the side seams and shoulder seams. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. Same goes with the neck facing. The way each step I'm doing, I'm actually pressing the seams so it is nice and crisp. Now I match it on the neckline. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. Next, it's time to grade the neckline. Pretty much it is small cuts as close to the seam as possible, about 1 inch apart. I gave it a good press, making sure that the raw edge is resting on the neckline or the neck facing, and then I'm going to understitch it. So understitching is making sure that the facing or lining is going to stay inside the garment. Now it's time to deal with the placket. So I fold over the neck facing towards the right sides of the fabric, and then I'm just going to stitch about 1 inch from the edge. I'm going to mark it here. And then I'm going to fold it in, then flip it so I can turn the right side of the fabric, as you can see here, so the edge is nice and finished. Then I'm gonna give it a good press. I will do the same thing on the hemline. I'm just going to fold it just like I did on the neckline and then stitch it about 1 inch from the edge. Then turn it out and give it another good press. Then it's time to top stitch the hemline, the waistline, the plackets, and the neckline. And if you want to, you can also hand stitch it. I sewed gathered stitch along the shoulders, and then I'm going to close the side seam. Place it inside the arm side. Right sides of the fabrics are facing. As you can see here, I like to match the seams first, then the shoulders. And then I'm going to slightly gather, concentrating the gather on the shoulder. The term for that is easing in the sleeve. Pin to secure, then sew in the round. Then I hem the sleeves. I decided to use a decorative buttons. I got this off of Amazon. I'm going to have the link in the description box below. Then it's time to create buttonholes, so I'm just measuring the buttons. Be sure to test out on a separate piece of fabrics first before you do this. Then I open the buttonhole. Make sure to place 2 pins on each end of the buttonhole so you don't accidentally cut through it. I have done that before and it's no fun. Then I hand stitch the buttons, and I'm still debating whether to put fake pockets on the front. Let me know what you think. This is the jacket wearing with the matching dress, and this is wearing different bottoms. I actually really like it because it is so versatile. So I can use it like a crop jacket or a crop top. Finally, a crop top that is not scandalous. Here is another one that I made for my daughter. This was actually a Barbie inspired outfit, but the pattern is pretty much the same, just different fabrics.